The standard telling of the Ramayana centers on a divine prince, an allied army of magical monkeys, a 10-headed demon king, and a final battle defining the victory of good over evil. Between the 1st and 4th century CE, a Jain monk named Vimalasuri authored the Paumacariya. He claimed the widely accepted versions of this epic were full of exaggerations and set out to restore the story to its proper religious context. This statue depicts Lord Mahavira, the 24th great teacher of Jainism, who functions as the source of truth for Vimalasuri's text. In the opening of the Paumacariya, a historical ruler named King Shrenika questions the magical myths circulating in his time. He requests the true history, and Lord Mahavira reveals this account. Vimalasuri presents this work as a doctrinal correction, a deliberate effort to separate historical truth from fantastical myth to align the story with Jain philosophy. Vimalasuri begins by removing the supernatural to ground the epic in historical reality. In this version, the Rakshasas are sophisticated, educated human beings. They belong to the Meghavahana dynasty and are portrayed as devout protectors of Jain shrines rather than monsters. Even Ravana's 10 heads are rationalized. The text explains that as a child, Ravana wore a necklace of 9 polished gems that reflected his single, handsome face 9 times. His nickname, 10-faced, was born from this childhood illusion. The allied army undergoes a similar change. The text describes them as Vidyadharas, a lineage of highly civilized humans possessing mystical knowledge, not a race of magical animals. By stripping away monsters and magic, the text creates a human world with real moral stakes. It forces the audience to consider how a war actually ends when there are no demons to blame for the violence. This wheel represents the Jain understanding of cosmic time, which moves in vast, repeating cycles. Within these cycles, the tradition recognizes 63 Shalakapurushas, or illustrious persons, who reappear to guide the world. The Ramayana story fits into a specific 3-person triad that repeats in every cycle. These character archetypes interact according to the same structural rules every time the cycle turns. The Prativasudeva is the antagonist, filled here by Ravana. He is depicted as a just king whose downfall is caused by a single, all-consuming karmic flaw, his passion for Sita. Digambara texts add a layer of tragic irony by identifying Sita as Ravana's biological daughter. In this framework, Ravana's unchecked desire becomes an unknowingly incestuous loop that leads directly to his destruction. The second figure is the Baladeva, the peaceful hero, portrayed by Rama. His defining cosmic trait is a strict adherence to Jain ethics and absolute nonviolence. The third figure is the Vasudeva, filled by Rama's brother Lakshmana. He's the violent hero whose specific cosmic role is to confront and defeat the antagonist. This rigid cosmological structure forbids Rama from committing the ultimate act of violence. It moves the narrative weight of the final battle away from the prince and on to his brother. On the battlefields of Lanka, the combat is grounded and direct. Magical illusions, like the fake death of Sita used in other traditions to demoralize the troops, are omitted. During the final confrontation, Lakshmana engages Ravana and is struck down by the powerful Amogha Vijaya Shakti weapon, falling wounded to the earth. Rama steps in and overpowers Ravana in personal combat, forcing the king to retreat and demonstrating his immense physical strength. When the combat resumes, it is Lakshmana who recovers and delivers the fatal blow that ends Ravana's life. Lakshmana's strike represents the mechanical fulfillment of cosmic law, echoing the same pattern observed in every previous cycle of time. The spiritual aftermath contains a jarring revelation. After their deaths, both the antagonist Ravana and the heroic Lakshmana descend to hell. Jain karma operates as a mechanical law. It makes no exceptions for violence committed for a righteous cause or the rescue of a loved one. In this philosophy, physical victory in a justified war does not shield a soul from the spiritual consequences of taking a life. All the remaining characters find peaceful resolutions. Kaikeyi is portrayed as a protective mother, and Sita avoids the traditional fire ordeal, choosing instead to become a Jain ascetic. Years later, Rama is devastated by the loss of his brother Lakshmana. He renounces his throne and his worldly life to become a monk. Because Rama held fast to nonviolence and refused to deliver a killing blow, he achieves Kevalajnana, or perfect omniscience. This leads to his final moksha, the liberation from the cycle of birth and death. The Jain Ramayana concludes that ultimate liberation is won by conquering the self through nonviolence, rather than defeating an external enemy.